we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Livingston passes to Thompson. Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He dishes it to Barbosa. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Tony Snell. And Brooks subbed in for Butler. Trying to get back on track. And it's blocked by Mirotic. McDermott. And that one's on target from the wing. McDermott's got his first points of the game. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. .131 left in the third quarter. And the jam with Iguodala.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. .109 left here in the third quarter. Barbosa dishes to Ezeli. Here's Livingston. Look at that chance. I mean, just beautiful. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Taj Gibson. Here's McDermott. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Noah, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Ezeli kicks to Barbosa. His three-pointers off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Bulls out front. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here is Livingston. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. And it's McDermott in at the 3. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Passes it to Ezeli. McDermott with the steal. And Gasol with the dunk. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
And Steph Curry with the foul.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
And the Bulls making a change here. Snell's checked in.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Curry, good.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Rose goes in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
And how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
The feed to Butler. It's stolen by Green. Inside. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Gasol with the steal. And here's the fast break. Oh! It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Iguodala. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And Iguodala drops them both. Chicago calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Rose with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Gibson passes to Gasol. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Rose dishes to Butler. They get a hand on it. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Outside Curry. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. And finished off by Bogut.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop it.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Rose against Curry. Pass to Bogut. Dishes it to Rush. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
The Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Rose against Curry. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bogut. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And here's Rose outside. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Feeds to Green. Back to Curry. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.